Here's my list of the worst WWE United States champions. Starting things off is Orlando Jordan. Bro, who the fuck is Orlando Jordan, man? Who the fuck is this guy? I'm not even joking, like, the only thing this guy is known for is holding the United States Championship. That was the biggest hallmark of his career. If he hadn't won this belt, the only thing he'd actually be known for is fucking jizzing on himself in TNA, if you know, you know. Other than that, he'd be sitting next to fucking Mordecai and Forgotten Superstars of his time. 2006 was such a weird time for this belt. It started at WrestleMania with JBL winning the title from He Who Shall Not Be Named. He would lose it to Bobby Lashley, who, before he came back, was best well known for his ECW title reign, a feud with Vince McMahon and stuff like that. So seeing him with this title, specifically this version of the US title, is super weird to me. He would lose it to Fit Finlay in his one and only title reign win the company, and only held it for 49 days, before losing it to Mr. Kennedy in his only title reign in the WWE, and held it for even shorter, 42 days. In 2010, The Miz had held the United States title for 224 days up to this point, looking like becoming the next big breakout star in the WWE. So of course WWE said, fuck that, we're gonna give the belt to 50-year-old Bret Hart, who hasn't wrestled in 10 fucking years, and he's gonna give it up the next week because he literally can't wrestle. He can't wrestle. You'd think they'd give it back to The Miz immediately, but first they had R-Truth actually beat The Miz for the vacant title, and only held it for 3 weeks before The Miz eventually won it back in a fatal 4-way, making this entire thing completely pointless. At least Truth's 2019 run with the title was a bit more memorable, despite that also being a very short reign. Look, man, I like Kalisto, I fuck with him heavily, but like, it was just so weird and random that all of a sudden this tag team guy who just had his partner get injured was immediately given the United States title. Like, it was trying to be pushed as like the next big luchador that eventually ended up going nowhere, unfortunately. And you know, given the roster that WWE had in 2016, you know, guys like Sami Zayn, Dolph Ziggler, Cesaro, Kevin Owens, just seeing him with a singles title didn't really make as much sense as I thought it could have been. I think there were way more deserving people of a belt at this time than him. Man, this is so weird. This is so weird seeing Jinder Mahal with this title. It's like this is easily one of the most forgettable reigns in like all of the 2010s. He won it surprisingly at WrestleMania, but would only hold it for 8 whole days before dropping it to Jeff Hardy. I'm already trying to forget that he held a WWE title, but now I have to look at this fucking cursed image as well. It's just super fucked up, man. This is fucked up. Apollo Crews has been with the WWE for 10 years up to this point now, and the only time he's ever won a WWE championship was during the lockdown era of 2020. I guess they figure that now when no one's in attendance, they don't have to hide the fact that nobody really cares for the character of Apollo Crews that much, and then I can just give him whatever belt that he had planned to win in the first place. Finally, I have Zelina Vega on this list, which feels a bit mean. She seemed to be really happy to win this title, but really, she did nothing with it. She held it for only 63 days, had like defended it once, and it just did nothing for her character. She didn't get elevated any higher than she usually is. Tell me who you think the worst US champ is in the comments below.